Hey guys, Richard Hislop here with freedomlifenow.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about the Productivity Planner review. I'm going to do a review of the Productivity Planner and how it's been helping me absolutely crush my productivity and my goals in a great positive way and accomplish more in a short period of time and really stay focused on high leverage and really accomplish more than I ever thought was possible on a weekly basis. And I love this planner, and so I wanted to go ahead and kind of do a review for you guys. I'm going to also put the link to this planner below, and this is just amazing. This has just been great for me and a great tool and a resource. It's actually something I learned from my mentor that he uses, and he's used to grow, and a method that he's used for productivity to really grow to massive results and in his business and his success over the years. And so I had to share it with you guys. And I'm going to put a link to this planner below. And I think this works really even well if you've seen the 100-day challenge video that I did on that program. That program and this just go hand in hand. They work so well together as well. So I highly recommend, I'll put the link to the program below as well, that you check the 100-day challenge program as well as the productivity planner. The links below. I'm using them both, and I only share and review like what I personally love and use and I get a great benefit out of in my business and for my goals, and that have been huge, that have turned into huge results and momentum for me. And this is one of those. I use this every single day and every single week, as well as the 100-day challenge program. But I wanted to review this for you guys. The Productivity Planner, it's just a phenomenal planner. I mean, I'm going to let you guys see it close. You can pick it up online, ship it to you, and it's just absolutely nice. It's a phenomenal product. I absolutely love the quality. The quality is super nice, but I'm going to dive into its unique approach to productivity and why it has been so incredible for me, gaining some serious daily momentum, and I've been so productive due to the methods that this really leads you through. And so I'm going to kind of open it up and show you guys. Kind of has like a little placeholder here for your pages that's in here. I'll show that to you, but a little strap here to keep it shut, and it has a little place for you to put all your personal information. Has a place for you to kind of, the first part of the book here explains kind of how everything works, like how the methods that it uses. It kind of explains how to use the productivity planner. This planner uses something called the Pomodoro technique, which is basically 25-minute time blocks for you to have super focused 25-minute blocks towards accomplishing a task. And so what they have found is that you can be most productive in 25-minute increments and super high focus time frames, time blocks that you just don't do anything else but focus. And it really helps me, and I even set a timer for those 25-minute blocks, and I'm going to go into how this book uses that and how your productivity planner actually uses that with each task that you assign. I've found that I get a lot more done when I even use a timer for that each 25-minute block. And a task can take longer. Some tasks can take maybe 5 25-minute blocks, or maybe they take 2, or maybe they take 1. But that's kind of the Pomodoro strategy. Is it helps you time yourself to, it's a productivity technique that it helps you stay on task, it helps you stay focused, it helps you not get distracted by emails, bells and whistles, social media. There's so many things nowadays that cause distractions. So I love that the Pomodoro, that this not only helps you plan your day and plan the most highly leveraged activities, but it helps you use the 25-minute time blocks on every task to really make sure that when you're working, you're super effective and you're super efficient. I love it. It's working so well for me. At first, I wasn't sure how it would work, and I can say my speed of implementation has gone through the roof in productivity because of how it works so well. And it gives you, when you're checking off each one of those 25-minute time blocks on a task, that I'm going to show you, it really gives you that sense of progress and productivity of achievement throughout the day. And so it's it's been really, really effective for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive in and show you a page of what a day looks like each week, how it works. And the first little bit kind of shows you explains how everything works. Let me move this closer. Kind of explains how everything works, how there's a lot of different pages that kind of go through how to do it, how to use the planner. But then I'm going to go to like a new week. So we're about to enter in a new week now for me as well. So I'm going to show you what you start off with. So each week starts off with like a nice little motivational quote. It's different every week. And then you have your weekly planning. And so right here, before you begin the week, you set the week date that you're on, and you've set the most highly leveraged task. And that's the thing. This planner really focuses on you doing the most highly leveraged tasks for your business, the most important ones for your business, the ones that are going to get the most results, that if you did only these, you would be happy with. And that's what this says. It's like list for the week. So there's 5 days in the week. So list in the week the 5 most important tasks of the week. And then it kind of says here, if these were the only tasks you completed during the week, you'd be satisfied. So that's kind of like what you list there, right? And once you complete these throughout the week, you get to check those off, right? And then these are the secondary. There's like 5 more secondary tasks of importance. So that's where you put those, as well as some additional tasks that are for the week. Then you have a commitment down here. And each week you're going to list what's one action, one action will you take to make this a more productive week, basically. And you put that there, and you can check if you accomplish that too. So I love that. It's a way to really, for me, not to fool myself. It's a way for me to really hold accountable in my weekly planning, and it forces you to really define the most important things, and it forces you to then have those in front of you and then do them. And so that's how you plan the week to start off. But then it goes daily. So then you start the day, and each day you put the date up here, and then you kind of have an awesome motivational quote, and I love it each day. And then with that, it kind of plans out your day. And I just love this, where you put for each day, you put the most important task of the day. That if you did this, if this was the only thing that you did today, you'd be satisfied, you'd be happy. So that's what goes there. And doing this method of that, it really helps you not to fool yourself. It really holds you accountable to make sure you are really doing the things for your goals that really matter, that really are going to produce result, that really focus on that 80-20 principle, right? That 80% of the results comes from 20% of the effort of anything, right? And this really, using a planner like this and a productivity planner, it really helps you stay focused on that. It really helps you to stay focused on the highest leverage activities that give you the most results. And so you can see then you will have, with each task, you say, okay, what's my target of 25-minute Pomodoro time blocks? And I could say, hey, I think this task is going to take me 3. So I would put 3 in this box, 3 Pomodoros, 3 25-minute time blocks. I think I can do this task. Then as you complete, and what I do is I actually have a timer, because it forces, and I love doing this because it forces me to stay focused. It forces me to not have any distractions, because I know the clock's running. And I've found my productivity go through the roof using this method and using that time, those 25-minute timers along with it when I'm performing activities and performing those leveraged things. And it really helps me get so much more done in a day and make so much more progress than I thought was possible. And so every time you complete a 25-minute time block, you kind of bubble that in and fill the 25-minute block in, so you completed 1. And then it's good to take a 5-minute break before your next one. Like get a glass of water or stretch for a second and regroup and then go again. And doing this method, they find the Pomodoro effect. They found that it's really the most effective for you always being in peak performance and the highest level of productivity. Doing that method with those little 5-minute, taking a drink, stretching, then getting back to your next 25-minute time block. I've been amazed at how much I can accomplish and what I've really been getting done and the progress I've been making in my weeks. And I've been using this for months now, and I am loving it and making so much progress in compared to what I was before, and able to accomplish more than highly leveraged activities than I was before. I love it. And so once you fill out how maybe you complete the task, and you said you thought it would take you 3, but what if it takes you 4? Then you fill out each one of those blocks as you complete them. So you fill out 4 blocks, and then in this last square right here, let me see if I can get closer. In the last square right here, that's where you put the time it actually took you, like how many Pomodors it actually took. So if it took 4, you thought it was going to take 3, you fill out 4 because that's what it actually took you, and then you put 4 there. Hey, it actually took me 4. And that way you're able to review that later and see how good am I at estimating my targets? How good am I at doing that? And you learn about yourself, and you learn about your work ethic over time, and you have that history of tasks and days that you've been able to achieve, and it really helps you. It really helps you improve and your productivity. I absolutely love this. And you can see you have your secondary tasks of importance and then your additional tasks. And it's really focused on only doing 1 to 3 to 5 at most tasks, highly tasks per day. That way you can focus on actually what's most important, every day. It's like do the things that are the most vital, that get you the most results. And if you do that every day using this planner, I've seen this a compound effect. Like every day, if I'm always focused on the most highly leveraged activities for that day, the previous day I got those, behind. And then if you look at what that does, compounded over a week, over a month, over a year, it's absolutely incredible. And so I love that. And then kind of at the bottom, you get to put your notes, like extra space for ideas, future tasks or inspiration, etc., that you got from that day or that came to you through that process. You can have the little note section to put that here. And then what happens is you actually give yourself a productivity score for that day. And generally how that works is if you completed the first task and maybe 2 and 3, like a lot of people, we score that at 10 because you completed like maybe the first top 2 that were the most important, they took a lot of time, or maybe the top 3 that you completed for that day, then that's amazing. That's incredible. And so whereas like a 1 would be if you worked a little bit on it, but like you didn't actually complete anything, like you didn't do what you said you were going to do, or you didn't like complete any of the tasks, then that would be a productivity score of 1. So you kind of give yourself, you be honest with yourself, and it talks about that in the beginning, but you be honest with yourself and you kind of give yourself that productivity score for each day as well. So it goes through the week, each day of the week you have one of those new quotes, new things. And the cool thing about it is at the end of the week, you get to the weekly review where it gives you another quote, and you can set the week update, and you're actually review the week. What were the weekly wins that week? Like what tasks were not completed this last week? So that way, if you see that, like, hey, that maybe needs to go to the top of my list for the next week if I didn't complete that. That really helps me just be honest with myself. That's the cool thing. It's like I'm not faking myself, I'm not fooling myself. I'm able to see right here and there exactly how to be the most productive, what tasks I need to focus on, the highest leverage ones, what actually I didn't complete last week, so I'm putting on the top of the list maybe for Monday or the next week or the next day or whatever. And then it says, what do you learn? You got a place for what you learned that week. And then the next week, hey, what actions will you take to ensure your week is productive? So the next week you're already getting there. So it really helps you to stay on track and make massive progress. And then the next page you go into more weekly planning for then your next week. And so every single week I use this, I do this, I use it every single day, and I absolutely love it. This productivity planner is just like, I can't recommend it enough. And I highly recommend, I'm using this alongside with, if you've seen my video on the 100-day challenge program by Gary Ryan Blair, I have a link to that as well in the description. But I use both of these hand in hand, and they work seamlessly with each other because of the way that the 100-day challenge even has you set your goals and go about your goals and to accomplish more than you ever thought was possible with that program and with the targets it does. These two things, they complement each other so well, and I use them both, and I absolutely love them. And I'm absolutely incredible with using them hand in hand and using the productivity planner how much I've been able to achieve, the progress I'm making. And I really can't recommend this enough. And if you're anyone that really wants to increase your productivity, find a better way of planning your days, I just highly recommend you get it and you check it out. And I just really wanted to show you guys this and provide that value. And so I hope that is helpful for you guys. I hope you love this, and I hope this ends up, the productivity planner really ends up providing so much value and benefit to you as much as it has for me, and really helps you accomplish the dreams and goals that you have for your life, and to not fool yourself and really hold yourself accountable to your goals, and like just to get more done each and every day than you ever even thought was possible, to make more progress every single month, and to really hit those goals. So hope you guys enjoyed as much as I have. Go pick up your copy, and hey, also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification if you liked this video, and if you want more videos like this, feel free to also check out our blog at freedomlifenow.com. But guys, with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.